take this to him.
FEBRIS.
So, Snicks. How you been?
Well, I could be better. Get rid of those photos.
Not gonna happen. I need something from you first.
What do you need this time? Drink?
Not bad. I got a problem, Snicks.
Yeah? A problem a man like you can't solve?
This one needs a special touch.
Okay. I'm listening.
You know, Miss James?
Yeah, Elena James. The police consultant.
Yeah, she's the problem. I need you to take care of her for me.
No, I don't do that sort of work.
I know you're new here, but you don't disagree with me. My word is law, Snickers.
Yeah, FEBRIS. But I don't kill people.
What did you say to me?
I said no. I don't do that sort of work.
You know, Snicks, that's not how this plays. You know I got dirt on you.
Yeah, dirt you're not willing to use.
Now here's the thing. You're gonna do what I want. And you're gonna do it properly. Or you're gonna be gone.
No, I'm not.
Get out of here!
I think I'll go out back. Oh, hi, Jack.
Nothing personal, Snicks.
Make sure to leave his pretty boy face alone. He'll need that later.
Tragedy struck late last night when FEBRIS Mansky was found dead in his privately owned bar. Mansky was known for his charity work citywide, where he would help rehabilitate ex-criminals and put them to work, helping them re-enter society, where they should be. The main suspect in this investigation is none other than police consultant Elena James. Miss James has been the driving force in allegations against Mansky, trying to connect him to the murder of Danielle Green and Jonathan Traxon. She even successfully convinced the police that somehow Mansky is related to the Constellation Green theft, where 47 pieces of privately owned art went missing during the day under the owner's nose. How Mansky could be connected to something as heinous as that is beyond me. Miss James even went so far as to have Mansky taken to court, where in a crucial moment, the DNA evidence she claimed to have was stolen. In a public outburst, Miss James Miss James said that she would rather die than see Mansky walk free. I look forward to the day when I will get to report on Elena James being put away behind bars where she belongs. Until that time, let us take a moment of silence for our lost hero, FEBRIS, the man, Mansky. I'm Benjamin Baby Blue Eyes, and this is the news.
Have you seen the news?
Oh, you mean that half-lit Benny Blue Eyes? Yeah, I have. Why?
That radio we gave you has a GPS on it. We know that you were at Mansky's bar just before he was breaking.
I was only there to gloat about getting real evidence on him. You believe me, don't you?
I do believe you. I do believe you didn't do it. But you are the prime suspect in this case. I'm telling you, lay low.
Don't move.
You got it, sweetheart. I'll stay right here.
Who are you?
Snickers, pleased to meet you.
Did you say sneakers?
Snickers. My name is Snickers.
Like the candy bar.
More like light laughter. But I am a fan of caramel.
Did you pick that yourself?
Well, if you must know, it's the actual name my actual mother gave me.
What do you want, Snickers?
Ah, now we're getting to the good questions. I don't think you did it. I get the feeling you're not a killing type, and from personal experience, I can trust that feeling.
Does that mean I'm supposed to trust you?
No, of course not. Look at me, I'm in your house, waiting for you in the dark. That'd be crazy. I do want to work with you, though. I didn't do it either. I'm suspect number 2.
Let me get this right. Murder suspect number 2. Snickers.
I reckon if we put our heads together on this one, we can solve it and avoid all suspicion.
This one? Are you a murder suspect often?
See, now you're thinking like a detective. Keep paying attention to those details, and we'll get away scot-free. And the answer's no. Not often.
You want my help. I haven't decided if I want yours.
Well, that's not what I was hoping you'd say.
But you are the prime suspect in this case. I'm telling you, lay low.
I had a pretty big decision to make. I needed help, and I wasn't sure where to turn. There was a detective I worked with who I knew could help. I thought of him as a friend, though I suspected he wasn't as loyal as he seemed.
Elena, you're still calling? I thought they locked you up.
Detective Blake.
Did you miss me?
Oh, every moment. Where are you right now? Do they have you cooped up in your apartment, or?
It was an odd question. A very odd question. Oh, don't worry. My social life is still thriving. Speaking of which, I've got a number I want to run. I was hoping I could call you and beg for another favor.
Another favor? How many would this be? I'm not at the station right now.
Not at the
Besides,
station
I don't
right
think I should be
now,
working
he
with you.
said.
You're practically a wanted criminal.
I was on to him then. We were playing a game of cat and mouse.
Oh, now you're just hurting my feelings on purpose. Are you still wearing those Nikes you got yourself for Christmas?
No. Besides, I'd never do that. It'd be unprofessional of me.
He thought I couldn't hear him loading his gun through the phone. It was only fair he knew I had a gun too.
I'll have to call you back later.
Okay, I just have one more thing to ask if that's alright with you.
Just one?
So I made my escape from my balcony. I watched him search my apartment from outside. I needed to go on my own.
Elena, where are you?
And that was when I saw your car, and I thought, Lila's trustworthy.
Oh, sweetie, that person's probably not your friend anymore if they're trying to kill you.
That's a good point, Lila. Do you think you could help me out?
Well, this wouldn't be the first time I've aided and abetted. Hop in.
Thank you.
I'm just headed for work at the morgue now. Can I drop you off somewhere downtown?
That would be perfect, Lila.
Is there anything else you need?
Maybe a change of clothes? I don't know when I'll be able to go back home next.
We'll get something figured out for you. Hang on back there.
Oh, this is cute. I like the lights. It's like a place you'd take cute couple photos at.
Yeah, didn't I mention that on the phone?
Oh, is that why you asked me to meet you here?
Well, it would have been, but you didn't bring the camera.
No. Darn. So what made you want to work with me?
The detective I worked closest with came after me today. Like...
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Is he a suspect?
I can't be sure. He was probably working with Mansky.
Well, if he was working with FEBRIS, that puts him closer to the murder.
I'm not disagreeing.
Good. So, how do you start doing this whole investigating bit?
Well, we are gonna start by setting some ground rules. Criminal, police consultant. I know it's a match made in heaven, but I'm thinking we need to set some pretty good boundaries first.
Okay, I'm listening.
I don't want you breaking the law while we're together, or working together.
We're already
Zip
breaking
it,
the law.
Snake. I'll tell you when you're breaking the law.
Are you serious?
Not completely. I just don't want to be a criminal.
Oh, I see. You don't want me to drag you down into my world. You want to pull me up into yours.
What can I say?
Am I so bad?
Not really. I haven't ruled you out as a suspect yet.
I wouldn't expect you to.
You owed Mansky, didn't you?
I don't know. You tell me, detective.
Okay. You did. Yeah. Managed to get into my apartment pretty easy. Nothing was broken either. You dress like you think you're classy. The cops keep tying the Constellation Green theft to FEBRIS Mansky. But he's not the art thief. You are. And I'm willing to gamble that you're good. Really good. Well, that is, until something happened. Maybe, let's say you got caught, and Mansky cleaned up the witnesses for ya. He keeps holding it over your head and never cashing it in, and you just got so fed up with it. So you killed him yourself. But you must be getting sloppy, because the police found the art at Mansky's bar, and that's what ties the Constellation Green theft to the mysterious murder of FEBRIS Mansky. How am I doing so far?
Very accusatory, but quite impressive. You're a little fuzzy on the details. I, of course, didn't get caught. Nobody even knows I was involved. FEBRIS wanted to buy some art, so I let him. I wasn't even planning on keeping all the pieces anyways. The problem is that he kept a record of that transaction. He even has pictures of me delivering the art. So he said I had to work for him, and if I didn't, those pictures might end up in the hands of the police. So I stole a few inconsequential items for him. It was more about the challenge than the blackmail. But you're missing one really important thing. I don't kill. A true criminal of class would never cross that line. Maybe with something sexy like poison, but I don't go for that sort of thing.
Really? Not even if you were pushed past your breaking point? What if someone had their gun on you, and your back was against a wall? What would you do then, Snick?
Bat my eyelashes? There's always a craftier way out, Elena. I'm a little offended you think I'm getting sloppy.
I mean, you walked into my house without gloves, and you left a pen covered in fingerprints. What was I supposed to assume?
I also gave you my personal phone number, so take it as a sign of trust.
Sorry. I'll assume you trust me now.
I do, even if you are the #1 suspect in the investigation.
Cheap shot.
Had to keep you humble.
I'm plenty humble, thank you.
Then it wouldn't hurt your pride if I used a little bit of deductive reasoning for myself.
No.
Okay, let's start with the obvious. The court case. You almost had FEBRIS, but he outsmarted you. Again. You think that the reason the police have you as suspect #1 is because of your little outburst in court.
Well,
no judgment. I think it was actually quite bold of you. The real reason that you're suspect #1 is because you were at FEBRIS's the night he died.
How did you know about that?
What do you think I've been doing for the past day?
Waiting by the phone for me to call.
Too much anticipation. I had to get started early.
And I'm your lead suspect.
I already told you. I don't think you're the killing type. So you were ejected from the courtroom when the key evidence on FEBRIS went missing. Yeah, you were at his house when he died. But when I look into your eyes, I don't see a killer.
What do you see?
Well, mostly brown. But behind that, a detective. So let's get cooking, detective.
You know...
Where do we start?
You know I'm not actually a detective.
Oh, Elena, please.
Okay. I want you to get us into Mansky's bar. The police won't let me in there, and I need to get a feel for the place.
Oh, I can get us in there.
Awesome. Let's get going. Keep up, Sneaky.
FEBRIS had these tunnels installed when he took over the place. Watch your head.
Wow. I've never been here before.
Really?
Uh-huh. It's kind of like taking a peek behind the curtain. Earlier, you made it seem like Mansky lived here?
He did. Wouldn't you know that sort of thing? He was like your worst enemy.
What, like the Moriarty to my Sherlock?
Exactly. I feel like Sherlock would know that type of thing about Moriarty.
No. Mansky and I aren't even on the same playing field. He's more like, who's somebody that Sherlock Holmes just immediately incriminated?
Those characters don't usually get names.
Yeah, he's one of those. Why is there no police tape in here?
So you're telling me that in the story of your life, FEBRIS the man Mansky isn't but a footnote?
Uh-huh.
I know he was a no-good Nick, but you have to give him credit. He was really good at being bad.
If he was so good, how did I get incriminating evidence on him? Twice.
Twice, huh?
That's right.
Hey, do you have a light?
What?
You know what? I think we should sell this junk.
Well, it's not up to you, is it?
No.
Why not? Do you not know?
No.
Well, there's probably a reason you don't know.
Okay, listen, big guy. Just because you're mom's favorite doesn't mean you get to talk down to me.
Well,
I asked a simple question and I want a response. Okay? Next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna beat you up. Why are you looking at me like that?
I wasn't gonna shoot them.
You had a face!
That was my interrogation face.
Oh, so this hand gesture means interrogation?
Obviously. Do you think they're still up there?
No, there's an exit up top. I bet they're taking that box somewhere. You aren't actually thinking about going after Johnny and shooting them. Or interrogating them, right?
No, that wouldn't be a good idea. I just need a really quick look up there. Coming?
No, I think I'll look around down here a little bit. Keep a lookout for those two guys. If they come back, I don't need to go rescue you. I've never done a rescue mission before, and I don't think I'm any good at it.
Find anything?
No, you?
Stain on the carpet, and just little clues as to who Mansky was, but nothing groundbreaking. There's something missing. Do you know how Mansky died?
Not a clue. They haven't released that information yet.
I bet I could call Lila and she'd know what's...
Ooh, whoa. I just think we need to be careful. We don't know who we can trust.
You're right. We don't. Did something happen? You seem on edge all of a sudden.
No, just nervous. Something doesn't feel right.
Okay. How about we just go to the morgue then? I'm sure Lila's there, and we can get a look at Mansky's body.
You can look at Mansky's body. I'm good.
So it's agreed then?
Mm-hmm. So, who's Lila anyways?
Wait, it's just me. Elena! I almost popped a cap in your very well-dressed friend.
Thanks. I stole this off a runway model while he was still on the runway.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, I did.
I am sorry I pointed my gun at you. I wasn't expecting you.
Sorry, we didn't think it was safe to call.
Really? You're in more trouble already. Honey, if you need a sit down, I can grab you a cup of hot cocoa. Your friend and I can guard the exits. I have a sawed-off shotgun that you can use, big fella.
No. Thanks, though. We're just investigating the murder of FEBRIS Mansky. And I was wondering if we could check out his body.
Can she see his body?
Right.
Why on earth are you investigating the death of that monster?
We don't like FEBRIS either.
You kind of liked him.
Well, we're implicated in his murder, and if we find the killer, then we might be home free.
I see. I can understand why you would want to do that then.
I'm sorry, I don't think we've been introduced. I'm Snickers.
Oh, how fun! I had an uncle named Moon Unit once. Not even joking. He died by overdosing on children's vitamin gummies.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
It was years ago. And if that didn't get him, the bounty hunters would have. But that's a longer story.
Sounds like you've seen some crazy stuff. You wouldn't happen to have a lighter by chance?
Yes. I keep my Pop-Pops lighter in my purse, just in case there's evidence to be burned.
Oh, you're funny. I'll be back shortly.
He doesn't seem like a smoker.
No, and he doesn't smell like a smoker either. He smells more like je m'en fiche. Anyway, if I'm being frank, you two should probably leave the murder unsolved.
It's too late to put it in reverse now.
We'll find a way. The man deserved to die. He's dead. Leave it be.
Lila, please. There are just so many things that aren't adding up in this case right now, and I need to see his body to be able to put it all together.
If you exonerate yourselves, you'll be incriminating someone else. Someone who had a good reason, I'm sure. Not that creep.
Did you know him?
There is no body here for you to investigate today. I suggest you look for puzzle pieces somewhere else.
What do you mean there's no body? Can I at least see their cause of death?
I'm sorry, we don't have it on record.
Why don't you have his record?
Listen to me carefully, Elena. There is no body here for you to investigate. Go somewhere else.
You're trying to tell me something.
Heavens to Betsy, Elena, do I have to spell it out for you? The body isn't here. The killer isn't...
Lila, give me your hand. Jeez, I almost shot you in the face.
What happened?
Keep pressure on the wound. I'll be right back.
I hate blood. I couldn't do anything. Elena, we can't leave her here.
She...
We gotta call the cops or something. No, not with your phone. With that phone. Lilas, put on your gloves.
What do we say?
Just give the phone to me. Hello. Elena. I'm sorry.
Don't say that.
What did you do with Lila's lighter?
Who's chasing us?
Detective.
Elena, what a pleasant surprise. Funny who you just run into off the street.
I assume this is the detective you used to work with?
I assume that's Snickers?
Yeah, I'm Snickers.
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 That's really your name?
Yes, Snickers.
So you really are on Mansky's payroll. He killed Lila, Snick. Sorry to interrupt.
No, please. Continue. Detective Elena James, trying to solve a mystery. You were saying?
Shut up. You want me to lay it all out? Who killed FEBRIS Mansky? Why don't we skip the theatrics and he can come and tell us himself?
Very impressive.
Wow, you're looking pretty good for a dead guy.
What can I say? I wouldn't miss this for the world. So, are you gonna make my little trip down here worth it? Tell me, how did you and the great Elena James solve my enigmatic demise?
Please, just look at Detective Blake. Pretty calm and collected for someone who supposedly chased us all the way out here. I just figured Big Papa FEBRIS Mansky dropped him off for a playdate with me and Snicky.
Yeah, whatever. How did you know I was still alive?
You were in a tight spot the night of your murder. Snickers wasn't gonna kill me. And you're forgetting, I had your pocketbook. You know, the one with the tax fraud in it? You were in hot water. Would have been a very convenient time to die. Don't you think, Mansky?
Yeah, and if this troglodyte's in your pocket, anyone can be. News reporters, police officers, morticians. You had everything you needed to publicize your death.
Nothing made sense unless you were alive. Good one, Snake.
Yes! Very nice, Mr. Snickers! Is this what you've come to? Wrapped around Little Miss Detective's pinky? It's such a waste. You were the best thief I ever met.
You've met plenty of thieves. Why this runaround? Why not just kill us? You've had plenty of opportunities.
You're the 8-ball, Snicks. If I sink you too early, game over. And there's some other players I can take out with your help. I want to keep playing, Snickers. Don't you?
And what, be your puppet? Like your attack dog?
That's a good one. That's a good one, isn't it, Mr. Blake? Yeah, I've got the detective here. Pretty good. He's a newlywed. You like being married, don't you, detective?
Stop, this isn't convincing me.
Oh, I could never do this to you. You're a genius. You're an artist. We'd be partners. And besides, what leverage do I have on you? You don't have anyone special to you, do you?
You're asking a lot of hard questions there, FEBRIS. Are you gonna make me choose between working for you and death?
What other choice is there?
So, I kill her, I gain your trust, and we go skipping off into the sunset together, holding hands.
Is that really what you want?
Yes, of course.
Obviously, it's a great plan, but you're forgetting that you killed Lila and you threatened Elena. Am I just supposed to forget that?
Why not? What were they to you?
Snickers, you're not seriously planning on working with this guy. Could you live with yourself? Working with a creep?
And you want me to do it? Not police boy over here? Smells like a lot of blackmail to me.
Fine. Have it your way. Blakey boy takes care of you. And I spend a month in the tropics.
Wait! You think you can prance around this city and make everyone do whatever the heck you want, don't you?
It's what I've been doing.
Am I the last person standing in your way?
Don't get so self-important, princess. You were an annoyance at first. Perfect, selfless little girl. I hated you. But you were persistent. And that I can respect. In fact, that's how I got where I am. Persistence. You're not in my way, sweetheart. You're coming after me. You're not a roadblock. You're a pest. A heartbeat.
You think that once I'm out of your way, no one else will come after you?
I own everybody else.
You're wrong about that.
Oh yeah. Can you prove it?
There are good people who will come around and they will stand up to you. It's only a matter of time. Go ahead and shoot. You'll see.
Oh yeah. I'm so scared. Oh, I wet myself. Mr. Blake, stop.
What are you doing?
Elena, I'm not ready to die just to prove a point. I know that you saw some good in me, but that's just not true.
Snickers.
No, I'm a liar, I'm a crook, and I thought maybe for once I could be better. I'm just not.
Don't say that.
Look, when I first went to find you and get your help, I was gonna use you just to find FEBRIS' killer and then disappear into the night, but
What?
look, they
They're gone. This is me batting my ashes.
I'm glad you finally come to your senses, Mr. Snickers.
Don't get any ideas.
Don't give me any, Blake.
I wish it were different.
I do too. You were a pretty good sidekick, Snake.
It won't hurt. You'll take it and just go numb it.
I get the picture. Is this really your final stand? Hiding behind your goons and making me take this?
Do you not remember what you said to me the last time we met? When you were being removed from my court? No? Let me remind you. You said I would rather die than see FEBRIS Mansky go free. Well, au revoir, Miss James.
Happy?
No, not yet. Get away from her. Blake, go check it.
This is Detective Elena James requesting backup. Detective Blake has been seriously injured and a fugitive has been apprehended. Send backup immediately.
Detective? You wish.
This is what I get for trusting a criminal. You ain't gonna break your little rules, Snakes. You didn't do it for her. You're not gonna do it for me. Now put down the gun. Okay, there.
You're not getting out of this, Mansky.
Little Miss Goody Two Shoes. You ain't gonna shoot me neither, princess.
Are you so sure?
You ain't kidding. You shot me, you little son of...
You better go and hide.
They're gone.
Oh, good. Thank you for trusting me.
Oh, don't thank me. There was a moment there where I thought you had definitely killed Mansky.
If I were you, I would have thought the same thing.
If you were me, what would you do now?
If I were you, I'd start my own private detective agency. Solve crimes, bring bad guys to justice.
You think so?
Why not? You're good at what you do, and I think you have the real opportunity to do some good. I think you should let go of one criminal being so charming and helpful. kiss your good pal Sneaky goodbye. He's gotta go. Go live your dreams.
What if I don't want it to be goodbye?
Mansky's sure to rat on me to the cops.
With what evidence?
Oh.
You found the photos at the bar, didn't you? And that's what you needed Pop Pop's lighter for.
I couldn't give them to you.
Why? Because I'm a police consultant?
I just didn't know where this would lead, and you were a means to find Mansky's killer. I was supposed to get what I wanted and ride off into the sunset, planning my next heist.
But now?
But now, I don't want to disappear.
Snicky, I think this could be a good start to a beautiful thing.
First one to eat the pizza is named Little John.
But I'm already Big John, so, like...
Then have the pizza. Mansky gave you that name. Big John, right?
Yeah.
How do you feel when you got it?
Empowered.
How do you feel when he gave me the name Little John?
Same as I did when he gave me my name.
So you felt double empowered?
Yeah.
You know how it felt for me?
You should
I felt sad.
You should feel lucky to even be considered Johnny at all. The pizza's cold because you're not going to accept your identity.
Big John, Little John. It's just a title.
Yeah. It's just a title, so why does it bother you?
Let's move on. Let's just be John. Have a piece
But
of
I
pizza.
was in the team first.
Eat a piece of pizza.
And I'm bigger than you.
Have a piece of pizza.
So logically, like, I am the big Johnny.
Okay. If you eat the piece of pizza, you can still be Big John.
What's the catch?
No catch.
So why aren't you eating the pizza?
I'm not hungry. I had a big salad.
What's wrong in your back?
Nothing.
What have I done? It's so good. So I'm first in command.
My Mansky's gone. That means there's no one in command but you.
Mm-hmm. That means you're second in command.
Does that make you Big John Man Mansky?
I think it does.
John Schman. Big Little. Let's call you Macho.
But then who else is Little John?
You? You know what another word for John is? Toilet.
Mom named me Big John.
Dummy. That was your middle name. Big John Dummy Boy.
No, John was my middle name. Big was my first name.
Oh, gosh.
Mom didn't tell us a lot about being born or anything.
Yeah, she really didn't tell us much about it.
I was, what, like 10 when FEBRIS started taking care of us?
Where did Mom go?
Jail?
Yeah, that probably fits.
No, FEBRIS was always there.
You know, looking back, kind of weird that he showed up to our baseball game and at our graduations.
No. There's our graduation.
And
All of our
at our
events.
weddings that also turned into divorces.
Yeah, he was there in court when I got divorced for the 4th time.
Or when he would tuck us into bed.
Yeah.
What's our last name?
Man, something.
Man something. It would have been cool if it was Mansky.
It's been a long week.
I'm gonna go to bed.
I'm Big Johnny.